Hello, my name's Lee Court from Boss, and today I'm going to talk to you about the easiest way to get experienced accountants to take your business forward. So today you will learn how easy it is, and it actually takes less than 2 hours to implement. And you can actually increase your profit simply by engaging Boss accountants. What does Boss do? We supply you with experienced accountants who are trained by us, work in our office, but unlike outsourcing, they work your way using your procedures and are under your control. We call this in-resourcing. This ensures the quality of work is extremely high and completed exactly how you need it done. You maintain complete control, just as if they were your staff in the office next door. You can talk directly with your accountant and the supervisor and easily monitor how jobs are progressing, and queries can be dealt with quickly and easily. Now, you may be saying, but I can't because security issues, or maybe it seems complex, control issues, or you might have other concerns. Now, we understand you may have one or more of these concerns, and that is quite normal. Many of our existing clients had the same concerns before they found out more about how we operate. So let's start with security. Access to data is restricted. We treat security and confidentiality as seriously as any Australian practice, and the only people who have access to your client's data is the manager, supervisor, accountant, and IT technician. We can work online, which is directly on your network, or offline, where you upload data to our secure server in Australia. Now, working with us online on your network, you can restrict the permissions of any files or folders that you do not want us to have access to. It is easy and can take your IT technician just an hour or two to do. If you work offline, you transfer files to our web server. You are given a username and password, and it is easy and secure, just like internet banking. Confidentiality. Our staff are employed by Boss India, which is a subsidiary of Boss Australia, so we don't outsource work to a third party. Every employee signs a confidentiality agreement, and we sign a confidentiality agreement with you. Staff are either Part CA or CA qualified and ethically bound by the same code of conduct that any CA accountant is. We have a template letter of engagement available if you want to notify your clients. That's entirely up to you. In regards to quality, accountants go through a 3-month intensive induction process covering Australian tax and law. Accountants are Part CA or CA qualified. They receive on-the-job training and training sessions every other Saturday morning. In the first 6 months, all jobs are reviewed by a supervisor for free before announcing it ready for you, and after that period, you can have the work reviewed inexpensively to save you or one of your supervisors doing it. Okay, more quality detail. A dedicated accountant can be interviewed by you and complete any psychometric or technical tests that you want them to. We screen candidates thoroughly before hiring them and have the advantage of choosing candidates from a larger pool of talent, and therefore we can be more picky than most Australians can when selecting staff. A dedicated accountant can be nurtured by you and thus improves with time, so you can basically coach them and they will get better and faster for you. We hire accountants with 5 years experience who have a solid foundation in accounting. In regards to control, you can talk directly with your accountant, the supervisor or manager. Your boss accountant can fill out your timesheets and log comments as you would. A Boss Work in Progress page is available to view online. We have regular client service conference calls to ensure we are meeting your needs. Now, I'll just quickly go over how data is transferred, just so it's really crystal clear. So in the top left hand corner you can see the offline method, and here it's just simply, could be one man or it could be a whole company, working there, and you actually get a login, password and username, and you just copy and paste literally via our FTP process the working papers, last year's data file, any data that we need to do the job. So that's uploaded to our secure server, and then our staff in India in their office can download that locally to their computer and then work on it, and then once they've finished, upload that work to the Boss server and you can download it and incorporate it into your system. The alternative is the online network system, and basically this is very straightforward in that we get access to your network via a virtual private network or terminal services if you have that. Now there are different ways of setting this up, and it's something of an IT issue that is very straightforward to do, and we provide lots of help on that. So 2 different methods, and a few pros and cons to each, which we can go through if you would like to ask us any questions later. And just to explain how we are different again to an outsourcing company, the way we work is we collaborate closely with you. So basically you can see on the left you would have your office with you heading up your team, your in-house staff, and we would effectively become part of your team. So the accountant that's working for you, that's been recruited specifically for you, uses your procedures and your software and your timesheets, so they're just like working like your staff. And you can contact the manager, the supervisor or the accountant via Skype phone, so that's free, video if you prefer, and also email and WIP, that's the work in progress page, can help you sort of monitor things. And then as we described, online and offline methods. With online you can actually see the actual files being worked on. Okay. Just to go through complexity, now your IT technician can do all the IT work for you, and we provide instructions and can help with this. You just need a fast scanner, and this only costs a few $100s, and we can give you a website where you can get one from. It's very easy. Going paperless can be straightforward. Again, we can help with this. You actually only go paperless for the work that you give to Boss, unless you want to turn your whole office into a paperless office. But if you aren't paperless at the moment, you only need to do it just for Boss. You can actually train an administrator up to prepare the work ready for the Boss accountant. So this can be something you can give to someone who is relatively cheap, and they can also assist you with other work, and it could be a part-timer or a full-timer, but basically ideally you want to leverage your time, so get someone else to do this. So let's just go through a worst case scenario. Let's say it's just one person, and that person doesn't have a scanner, they're not paperless, and they say they're too busy, they don't have time. Okay, so there are actually about 5 steps to get experienced staff, and the first step is to decide on the staff resources you need. So that's really you just have a think what level of accountant you need, and then just give us a call and let us know. That'll take you about 10 minutes. And then the next step is to nominate a staff member to be the contact for the transition process. Now, if it's just you and the company, then you would be the main contact. If your company's larger, then you may decide, perhaps if you're a senior partner, to nominate the job to a manager or a supervisor. So delegating this work might take about 15 minutes. Then the third step is to set up the IT system and buy the scanner. So as I've mentioned before, really you just delegate this to the IT technician and they just go away and do their stuff. And buying the scanner can be done by someone in your company, and all of this we can help you with. So that might take about 30 minutes in totality. And also the next step is to ensure all client data is available in electronic form. So this means you're actually getting this data scanned in, and you're making sure it's in a folder ready for us to work on. So that typically might take about 15 minutes. And remember, it's only the boss jobs that you need to get scanned in if you're not totally paperless. And then you assign the work to your new boss accountant. So that really is just a question of emailing us, letting us know, or the accountant know, that that work is ready for them. If it's the online business model you're using, then you just obviously tell them sort of enough detail for them to find the data on your network, and they would just go ahead and do the work as if they were one of your staff. And if it's the offline model, then you would actually upload the data to our web server, and you would basically just be telling the accountant that that job is ready for them to download and start work on. So all of that could take you about an hour and 40 minutes, and therefore in less than 2 hours of your time, would be spread over a few weeks admittedly, but in less than 2 hours of your time, you basically have an accountant doing their first job. Okay, benefits. You can save over 54% on the cost of employing each accountant. So that's looking at a Part CA with 5 years experience. They would cost $24.33 per hour engaged by boss versus $52.88 per hour. Those are Sydney, New South Wales figures. And if you want details of the calculations, just flick me an email and I'll send you the details back. You can get easy access to experienced staff. We can do any tax work you do and audit super funds, so you can maintain profits regardless of the Cooper review. No more wasted time and money recruiting. We do it all for you. Okay, more benefits, flexibility. So growth is now easy with no more logistical headaches. We offer casual staff as well as dedicated full-time or part-time accountants to suit your business needs. So talk to us about that and we will have a solution for you. No more wasted time and money spent on training, team meetings, team building activities, etc., etc. If you just want to basically get on and do the interesting work that you always wanted to do, then you can now do it. No more retention problems. Our staff stay longer than the Australian average. Basically, it's because we're quite an appealing employer compared to the situation in the rest of India, and certainly in Australia there's still a huge skill shortage for good quality accountants. Okay, now we offer a free trial and we can do up to 20 hours worth of work for free. It takes minutes to set up and we can do almost any work. The only work that we can't do are audits, but we can do complex work. So try us out and you'll see what the quality of our work is like, and you'll get some idea as to what it's like to work with Boss. So give me a call. There's the telephone number, or email me, and if you've got any questions, just again call me or email me and I'm happy to help you out, happy to give you more information. I know we've covered a lot today, but certainly you'll probably see now that we would be a very good solution for you. Thank you very much.